Imagine this. You're scrolling through your phone, just another ordinary day. Memes, funny videos, chaos, the usual. And suddenly, you see it. Rip iShowSpeed. Speed is gone? Say it ain't so. At first you think it's a joke, maybe another random meme, but post after post, video after video, people are freaking out. TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, it's everywhere. Thousands of comments flood in. Fans crying, people confused, some even thinking it's true. But how did this happen? Where did the rumor start? And how did the internet spiral so fast over something that wasn't even real? Today, we're diving into one of the wildest, most emotional internet moments. The day the world thought iShowSpeed was gone. And what we uncover might just change the way you see the internet forever. Before we jump into the madness, we have to talk about who Speed was at that time. By early 2022, iShowSpeed wasn't just a name. He was an unstoppable force. Millions of fans, hundreds of millions of views. He wasn't just playing games, he was screaming, dancing, breaking things, and somehow making the chaos into pure entertainment. Speed became the kind of creator who made you feel alive just by watching him. You never knew what was going to happen next. And that unpredictability made him addictive. But it also made him vulnerable, because when you live that intensely, every misstep, every misunderstood moment becomes a possible headline. And that's exactly what happened. It all started with one clip. One small, out-of-context clip. One moment captured, twisted, and thrown into the chaos of the internet. In mid-2022, Speed posted a bizarre live stream clip. In the video, he was breathing heavily, looking exhausted after a stream. He dramatically laid back, pretending to be hurt after a wild IRL session. He joked around, something completely in character for Speed, but someone, somewhere, clipped that moment just right to make it seem serious. They reposted it with no context, no explanation, just the title, iShowSpeed, no longer with us? And it spread, fast. At first it was just TikTok. A few random TikToks with ominous music, black and white filters, rest easy captions, the type of stuff that plays on emotions before you even think. But TikTok has one superpower, speed, no pun intended. Videos hit the algorithm. People scrolling past for just 2 seconds saw Speed is gone. They didn't click, they didn't verify, they believed. And within hours, the comments were full of panic. No way this is real. Please tell me it's fake. My childhood is gone if this is true. Some fans even posted emotional tributes. Fan pages went into mourning mode. Clips from Speed's funniest moments flooded timelines, but now with sad music. It was a massive misunderstanding, fueled by pure, raw emotion. And it wasn't just TikTok anymore. Instagram stories, YouTube shorts, even Discord servers lit up. Have you heard about Speed? People who had no idea where the rumor started began spreading it themselves. Because that's what the internet does best. Panic travels faster than truth. The rumor grew so big that even news-adjacent accounts started posting about it. Not real news sites, but meme pages with millions of followers. Some posted memorial posts. Others shared old clips of Speed crying or being emotional, further convincing people something bad had happened. Even YouTubers started making reaction videos without knowing the truth. Speed was a legend, man. Rest easy. Crazy to think we lost such a young star. The chain reaction was unstoppable. Nobody stopped to check if Speed was actually, online. Alive. Well, because Speed was still posting. Still active. Still breathing. But the hoax was too big for facts to catch up. For Speed's fans, it wasn't just about a rumor. It felt personal. Speed wasn't like other streamers. He didn't pretend to be perfect. He raged, he cried, he laughed like a maniac, and he was real. And when the internet thought he was gone, it felt like losing a friend. Fans posted emotional TikToks, long paragraphs about how Speed made them laugh during tough times. People who never even watched him much suddenly felt regret. I should have appreciated him more. I wish I could have told him thank you. The emotional weight of the rumor was heavier than anyone expected, because even if the rumor wasn't true, the fear was. And for a few hours, the internet genuinely mourned someone who was still very much alive. And then, without even realizing what was going on, Speed went live. No drama, no grand announcement, just another chaotic, hilarious Speed stream. He screamed, he danced, he barked at the camera. Typical Speed behavior. And slowly, the chat flooded, "Bro, we thought you were gone. Speed, are you okay? OMG, you're alive." At first, Speed was confused. He laughed it off. "What y'all talking about, bro? I'm right here. I ain't go nowhere." But as he scrolled through the comments, he realized the scale of the rumor. And for the first time during that stream, Speed paused. He looked at the chat. He smiled a little softer, and he said, "Man, I love y'all. For real, thank y'all for caring." A rare, quiet moment in the middle of the usual chaos. Real, unscripted, human. And just like that, the storm started to die down. Part 7. The meme's aftermath. Of course, the internet doesn't stay serious for long. Within hours, the "Speed is gone" panic turned into jokes. Memes exploded. Fan edits joking about how people mourned for no reason. Clip compilations titled, "The Day Speed Broke the Internet by Accident." Photoshops of Speed ascending into heaven, and then respawning. Speed himself laughed at the memes. He even joked about it in later streams. "Y'all tried to send me to heaven early, bruh. I'm immortal, chat." And the panic slowly became part of Speed's legend. Another insane chapter in a career that seemed to defy logic. But beneath all the jokes, there was a real lesson. The internet is powerful and dangerous. In seconds, a rumor can become reality for millions without a single shred of truth. For Speed, it was a bizarre, unintentional flex. The world cared about him. Millions loved him enough to panic at the thought of losing him. But it was also a warning. Verify before you believe. Pause before you panic. Creators are real people, not characters in a show. And sometimes the things you post, and even as a joke, can cause real fear. After the hoax, Speed seemed a little different. Still wild, still hilarious, still unpredictable, but more grateful, more reflective, more aware of the impact he had. He started showing love to his fans more often, pausing during streams to say thank you, opening up about feeling overwhelmed by fame sometimes, and the fans noticed. The bond between Speed and his audience became stronger because they had lived through a weird, emotional internet moment together, and it made everything feel a little more real. What happened to Speed wasn't unique. The internet has a history of killing off celebrities too early, but for someone so young, so chaotic, so raw, it felt different. Speed represented a new kind of star, unfiltered, emotional, connected. And the panic over his fake disappearance showed just how deeply people cared. Not because he was perfect, but because he was human. And in an era of polished corporate influencers, raw humanity wins. In the end, the internet can be wild, unpredictable, and dangerous. But it's also full of heart, because when the rumor spread, people mourned. Because when Speed went live again, people cheered. And because even in the chaos, the connection between creators and their fans is real. Speed didn't just survive the rumor. He laughed in its face, he grew stronger, and he proved once again that no rumor, no hoax, no panic could ever slow him down. TikTok wasn't just where the rumor started, it became the epicenter. It was like a chain reaction. One video with sad music and a black and white filter, then 5, then 50, then thousands. Each new TikTok made it worse. Some creators made fake news clips. Fake headlines flashing on screen, fake tweets designed to look real, soundtracks that made it all feel like a tragic movie. And the wildest part? None of them checked if it was true. It didn't matter that Speed was still alive and kicking, because people believed what felt true, not what was true. And TikTok's algorithm, always hunting for emotional engagement, boosted every single one. Within 6 hours, Speed. iShowSpeed. Speed gone were trending topics in multiple countries, not because of news, because of panic. While TikTok exploded, another part of the internet was having a meltdown. Discord. Speed's fans run huge Discord servers. Tens of thousands of people. Normally, they're full of memes, gaming, jokes. But when the rumor hit, they turned into emergency rooms. People spamming, "Is this true? Where is Speed? Someone say something." Mods tried calming people down, pinging everyone. "Guys, relax, no confirmation, chill." But panic spreads faster than moderation. One server hit over 100,000 messages in less than 3 hours. People shared old screenshots, old clips, anything that proved Speed was okay. Others just sent prayers, and it was digital hysteria. In real time, when the internet smells drama, you can always count on a few people trying to cash in. Some shady news YouTube channels started uploading videos titled, "Breaking iShowSpeed's Final Moments." Tragic loss, rip Speed. These videos weren't even 1% true, but they looked real enough. Dramatic thumbnails, fake crying, sad music, and worst of all, some of these videos got hundreds of thousands of views before being taken down. It wasn't just fans falling for it anymore. It was clickbait machines throwing gasoline on the fire. And it worked. Because when people are scared, they'll believe almost anything. Let's talk about some of the craziest fake TikToks that went viral during the panic. One TikTok showed a montage of Speed's funniest moments, with captions like "Gone too soon" and "Rest easy king." Another had AI-generated Speed singing a goodbye song. It wasn't even his real voice. A third used an old video where Speed looked sad, but cut out the part where he immediately laughed afterward. These videos each pulled millions of views. Even people who didn't know who Speed was started commenting. "I didn't even watch him, but this hurts. Why does it feel like I lost a brother?" It was grief without truth, emotion without facts, and it shows just how powerful storytelling, even fake storytelling, can be. When Speed finally went live again, he didn't understand right away why chat was acting so weird. At first, he thought they were trolling him. "Y'all playing, bro. I'm right here." But the flood of messages kept coming. "We thought you were gone. Bro, don't scare us like that. Speed, stay safe." It was overwhelming. Thousands of people spamming the chat, emotional, relieved, still processing everything. And for a moment, Speed just sat there, silent, smiling nervously. It was clear he felt it. This wasn't just ha-ha chat funny anymore. It was real love, real panic, real connection. And Speed, usually the loudest guy in the room, went quiet. Just for a moment. After the initial chaos, Speed did what he always does. He leaned into the madness. He joked about it. He made memes about it. He laughed with his fans. "Y'all thought you could get rid of me that easy. I'm Speed. I'm immortal." But underneath the jokes, you could tell he appreciated the love. He started taking a little more time to interact with his chat, reading more comments, thanking people directly. He even did a whole stream called "Speed is Back," even though he never actually left. Because that's the thing about Speed, no matter how crazy things get, he always finds a way to turn chaos into connection. Insiders later revealed that even Speed's team was confused at first. When the rumor hit, his managers, editors, and friends started texting each other like crazy. Did something happen? Is he okay? Who started this? Because Speed's real life is almost as chaotic as his streams, it wouldn't have been impossible for some wild accident to happen. But once they confirmed Speed was fine, they knew exactly what to do. Go live. Let the fans see him. Let the truth wipe out the panic. And that's exactly what happened. Speed isn't the first creator to face a viral disappearance rumor. But his case was different. When rumors hit about other celebrities, it's usually because of old age, real health scares, or serious accidents. Speed's hoax started from literally nothing: a tired-looking clip, a dramatic edit, and pure internet imagination. It showed just how fragile the boundary is between reality and fiction online, especially when it comes to young, emotional, highly connected stars like Speed. You might wonder, why did so many people believe it without question? There are a few reasons. Speed is emotional. People see him cry, rage, collapse on stream. It's believable that something could go wrong. Speed lives dangerously, setting off fireworks indoors, jumping into rivers, screaming until he passes out. It's all part of the brand. People project their own fears. Fans fear losing people who make them feel seen and alive. The rumor hit that fear button hard. The internet loves a tragedy narrative. Sad stories go viral faster than happy ones. It's just how human brains work. Even though the rumor wasn't true, the feelings it triggered were real. Fans realized how much Speed meant to them, how many lonely nights his streams had made a little less lonely, how much laughter he brought when things felt dark. That's the real story here. Not the hoax, not the panic, not the drama, the love, the real, messy, imperfect love between a chaotic creator and the millions who grew up with him. And no rumor, no hoax, no panic can ever take that away. Thank you for watching today's video. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe. Be sure to leave a comment down below about who should we make next video about.